Some days are better than other days. Why is that? Why do things have to be cyclical? Cyclical. Why do we have the mountains and the valleys and the ups and downs? Well, that's Earth. We have the valleys and the ups and downs. You'll notice the mountains peak, waves crash over and they peak. Everything moves in a spiral. Never linear, never stable, always moving, always changing. Are you always changing? And if you're not changing, is that bothering you? Can you feel that inside, the discomfort? And then within that discomfort, do you feel anxiety with that discomfort? They say, okay, here's the thing. We can all tell that there's something fundamentally not right about the way our system is running. And some people really enjoy their jobs, and some people are in their jobs because they enjoy them. And then some people are, they're like, oh, well, it's a job and it's serving a purpose and it's getting me by till blah, blah, blah. But have you ever frequented a place and watched a person go from new employee, maybe scared because they're new, but also like happy and excited because it's a job and they're, they probably needed a paycheck. And so like they're happy, they found something. And then time goes on and they reach a state of proficiency to where they might still feel really stoked about proficiency and being able to help everyone and do everything and have all the answers. And then they get burnt out. And then they go into robot mode. And then that's that. And their soul's gone. Have you ever witnessed that? Because I witness it all the time. Welcome to this channel. This is Awaken with Debb. I'm Deborah Kaye, creator of Soul Calibration. And here we awaken to your true soul essence. Basically, I act as a mirror for everything you're going through. I act as a mirror for what you need to hear for whatever stage in life you're dealing with. There's lots of videos on this channel. Never feel pressure to watch all of them. Find which one resonates with you, or find which title like pulls you in, and then just listen to the parts that resonate. And if there's parts that don't resonate, that's okay. It's a big collective. But you will always find at least one sentence that is meant for you to find. That's the beauty and magic of this channel. So if this sounds like you, make sure you stick around, subscribe, comment below if you're here for the collective, if you're here for the awakening, if you're here for the new earth. We're here to awaken to our true selves. And as we do that, this world is a projection, the outer is a projection of our inner. So the more of us that collectively choose peace and happiness from the inside, and creativity and God and belief, the more of us that do that, then the more the collective out here is going to shift and reflect a peaceful being and existence. Don't you want that? Who wouldn't want that? Not sure if you could hear that noise. It's some cats coming in. Little tail there. He disappeared already. So, awakening. Life. What do we do? Are you that person that found a job and you're excited and then you turn into the monotonous robots once you know everything? And then what? Do we go up the, like, what, not all jobs have jobs that you can work up the ladder, especially in places where I live. The jobs are very minimal, and each place of employment only has a handful or two of employees. I mean, maybe 20 at the most. But only, there's not turnover of managers. People are set. And so I see it a lot in this town that people get burnt out, and a lot of people end up moving out of town because the opportunities just aren't here. And so if you're in a city and you're experiencing this, be grateful. Sorry, I'm kind of in pain right now. Be grateful that you have the ability to have such a vast array of opportunities. Now, are you going to have competition for those positions? Absolutely. Like I just said, like we're a small town, so there's not that many competitions to compete for, but the ones that are there, they're definitely competed for. So is it always just a catch 22? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't let your soul burn out. That's what I'm talking about. And every time I see someone else burn out their soul, it breaks my heart. And it fuels the passion to not just uplift others, but to find new ways of being. I mean, we can all manifest a perfect world and raise up to a higher vibration. And the hopes are that if we do that, then eventually the old systems will crumble and new systems will evolve. Does anyone see the light of how can they evolve right now? How to get the majority of the people out of the 9 to 5? How do we still provide the functions that need to be provided for without killing people's souls? And how do people still receive income without completely eliminating all the jobs with more efficiency or robots? What are the answers? Perhaps the answers are just to start small, start at home, start with yourself, start with living in your truth, in your fullness where you can, living with integrity and aiming for a world of love and vibration as the goal. And then start noticing in your area of work and your career, what are some ways that things can shift just a little bit? I know my work environment, everyone seems to have, like, my hair is wet. I'm not very put together right now because I'm not meant to be a clock 5 days a week of like have everything done at the exact same time 5 days a week. Like that is not natural. And within the different people that I work with, we all have our different start times, if you will. Think of us like different vehicles. Some of us are Ferraris, some of us are the old Ford pickup, and some of us like to be there 10 minutes early. Some of us are pushing 10 minutes late. And no matter how hard you try to get the late person early, they just can't do it. And if you told the early person, hey, we don't have as much to do, we can start later, you don't have to come in, they're still going to show up early. They're just going to bring something else to keep themselves occupied because that's their nature. And we all have our own vibe of nature and our own way of being. And my way of being is to try and help people. Like I'm actually in a lot of pain right now and I'm still showing up for this video. Like my other arm is applying pressure to the item of pain so that I can finish this video because this video is important, and showing up consistently and having the dedication to just show up and see what comes through. That's my path. That's my goal. I know I'm working at a bank right now, but realistically, if someone were to ask me what I do, I'm a witch that sees through your soul. I've never said that out loud. I've never been able to put those words together before, but I feel like it's really accurate. Let me know below if you feel a little witchy too. Put a little Halloween emoji. If you're still with me for this video, I am so eternally grateful for you because that means that you also see a vision for a new earth. You also see a higher purpose for yourself amongst the collective. You also agree that the inner work reflects to the outer world. And that's where real change starts. And that's what we got to be here for. So I am running late. If you've noticed, this channel, there was a big spike over the summer of activity and videos and all those things, and the lives are no longer. So that immediately cuts the videos in half, and the shorts are no longer a thing because that takes an enormous amount of time to edit them and upload them in their different stages. So if anyone has technological tips for me, great, I'll get that started again. And then the videos have dropped to 10 minutes instead of 20 minutes because the job is burning me out. And until as I work on getting other things in place, such as office space and computer to be able to accept online clients so that I can do what I am here to do. These are getting shorter, and it's so it's just showing up every morning is the very last thing that I am holding on to because I don't want to say more words around what I am going through, but I am focused on providing the best information from the source of God that I can to resonate with you all and help give you faith and hope. I mean, I don't really like the idea of hope because it's like hope's kind of actually negative, but faith is good. Faith is good. And if you're in a dark place, maybe hope is the next thing that you can grab onto. Maybe that's all you got. But if hope and faith is all you got, well, that's everything. Like, that is, you don't need anything else if you have faith, if you have God. You don't need anything else. That is everything. I've been where I've had nothing, and God gave me everything. Thank you so much for being here and witnessing. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Halloween emojis if you're here for it. And yeah, thanks for watching Awaken with Deb. I'm Deborah Kaye. Have a blessed day.